Hello, my sexy friends. Shara here. It is Veterans Day, and as a vet, I could have gone out and ate my way through the day for free, but instead I decided to film a coloring chat with you guys and make my health a priority. Anyway, I am coloring this page from Klara Markova's Magical Delights. I've only colored one page in here, and that was the cover page. But it's a beautiful book, and since I'm only doing Christmas pages right now, I decided I was going to color this page, and it looks Christmassy enough. It's even got a jingle bell here, and I colored this pillow red and green so that it would kind of make it look Christmassy. And then I had sort of an idea. I didn't know how I would be able to pull it off, but you can see these utensils hanging here, and if I zoom in, you can see that I have drawn in some pencil lines here to make them look like stockings. And I think I've got them the way that I want them to look, like they're hanging. I'm not much of an artist. I can't draw stick figures, but with some practice, I think I got them the way I wanted them. And I think they'll look really cute. And then I've decided to, let me zoom out again, to color all of the mushrooms as if they were Christmas lights. So I think they'll be really cute, and then it'll really make this page look Christmassy with the fire, and I'll probably do the rug in a Christmas theme. And there's plenty of green, and so yeah, I thought it would be fun. And I'm using my luminance pencils. I love them on this paper. I haven't tried them before, and it works wonderful. They are just beautiful on this paper. So I actually filmed a video last night of me doing the blueberries, and somehow I screwed that all up, and that is no longer a feasible option to post. So yeah, we're doing it again. And I think I'm just gonna color, I think I was gonna do the bricks with the Koh-i-Noor tricolors, and I think that would look real pretty. They do such a fabulous job all on their own, and with the lines that Klara puts in for us, it'll already make it shaded in the right areas. So I think I'll use the red for the bricks, and then I'll use probably the gray for the grout. Anyway, so I will get started, and I think I have another blueberry to color, and I already have the blueberry colors out, and I think that's the last one. I had missed that one last night. I think that's it. And then I am still gonna think about how I'm going to do the stockings. I probably will fill this in with actual acrylic paint instead of Posca. I can get it smoother with acrylic paint, and then go from there. And then I'm not sure how I'll do the mushrooms, if I will actually transform them into looking like lights with the silver base and everything, or if I'm just going to color them, you know, red, orange, yellow, green, purple, blue. I think that's about the colors of Christmas lights. So yeah, so I'm excited. I thought that was a good idea, and it will make this page really cute. So there are pages in Fairy Miracles that are already Christmassy, but I've colored quite a bit in Fairy Miracles. I had started the year thinking I would excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. I had started the year when I first got Fairy Miracles, and was ambitious enough to think that I could color in Fairy Miracles enough that I would be at the end of the book by Christmas, and I would be coloring the Christmas pictures because they're toward the end, and I would have a completed book by Christmas. Well, I think I got about 20 pages in. I'm gonna have to count them and see how far I got on that endeavor, because I didn't make it too far. But that's okay. I have been quite a shopaholic this year. I have vowed, not really vowed, because I don't spend more than I have. I don't really spend my money on anything else except for my grandkids and flying out to see my grandkids. So I don't spend money I don't have. I still save money. Oh, I have Christmas music playing in the background. The city noises are so bad today with the fire trucks. Oh, right as I said that, a fire truck is going by. So I thought I'd have the music playing to hopefully drown that out. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm sorry, let me take a drink of water. I have this tickle. There, that's better. It's very dry here in San Diego right now. I've been running the humidifier, but I have it cleaning right now and kind of drying out. It's good to do that every once in a while. I clean it with vinegar and set it out to dry thoroughly. It makes sure that there's no hidden mold spores or anything in there. Anyway, I don't know what I was thinking to say. My voice sounds really funny, like kind of sound like squeaky. If you hear some shouting in the background, it is my son. He is playing Xbox with his friends on Xbox Live. So you may hear him, you may hear the dogs. There's no deliveries today, so the dogs won't be acting a fool and barking up a storm. So that's good. So how's everyone doing? Is everyone in the Christmas spirit, or is everyone like, heck no, it's only November? I'll tell you, Halloween ended and I was way into Halloween. I was excited about my grandkids' costumes. I shared those on Instagram. Anyone that doesn't follow me on Instagram, it's the same, at Shara Likes to Color and Chat. That would be nice. I do post some pictures of my grandkids, but I post all of my coloring pages, every single one of them, even the ones that don't turn out so good. So I was excited about Halloween, but once it was over and I had colored, 33 pictures in October. I told you that in the last video. But as soon as it was over, I was on to Christmas and decided that I'm really not going to decorate this year. I'm going to be leaving on December 29th, and I didn't want to have to worry about pulling all the Christmas stuff out and then packing it all up before I left, so my son didn't have to deal with it. I just decided not to decorate the house. I put a lot of it into storage. It was sitting here under my bed. I live in a one-bedroom apartment with my son, and he has the bedroom, so I sleep on a pull-out couch with a regular mattress on top of it, and so it's out all the time. And I had a whole bunch of stuff stuffed under it, and I have a storage that I pay for every month, and I was like, why don't I have this stuff in storage instead of under here collecting dust and dog hair? We have 3 dogs in a one-bedroom apartment, so dog hair is a daily occurrence. We probably vacuum twice a day. I'm a big neat freak. I like things very neat and clean. So it takes some work around here to do that with the dogs, which is no problem because we love them, and it's not their it's not their fault that they have fur. What was I saying though? I don't know, I lose track and then I go off subject. So oh, I was asking if everyone is in the Christmas spirit, or they're like, heck no. I am actually, I am a self-professed shopaholic. Plus, I shop all year long, mostly. I really start seriously Christmas shopping in August because, and especially now, I hit all the sales, and especially now because my grandkids live on the southern hemisphere and I live on the northern hemisphere, so their winter is opposite of ours. So when we're in winter, they are in summer. So Christmas is actually summertime for them. So all of our sales in August, which are summer clothes, are perfect for my grandkids. So I hit all the sales and I am actually done Christmas shopping. I think I may pick up another present or two for my husband. You know, we don't live together, but we still spend quite a bit of time together, and he's actually not here this weekend, which I was surprised, but he has lots of work to do, and I was surprised with it being the holiday. Parking in downtown can be quite a chore, and you have to move your car every night except for the weekend. So Friday night and Saturday night you don't have to move it. If you're on the side of the street where the street sweepers come, if you are parked there, you'll get a fine, a parking ticket, and it's about $56, $52, something like that. And so if you don't park on the proper side of the street, you have to go and move it every day. And then, so even if you're in the proper spot one night, the next night you're not. So on the weekends and the holidays, of course, there's no street sweeper. So he could have parked, Sundays are free parking in downtown, and after 6 on Friday through Saturday. So if he'd come after 6 on Saturday, he usually doesn't come till Sunday, but if he came yesterday, he would have been able to park and leave it until he would have had to just park it on the side that Tuesday morning the street sweepers would have come on the east side of the street. So he just would have had to make sure that on Sunday he parked on the west side, and he could have left it until he left on Tuesday morning. So anyway, long story short, I thought he was going to come out, and he said he had so much work to do Monday, and if he came, he would have ended up just hanging out and would have missed all the work that he needed to do on Monday. So my son was gone yesterday for a good portion of the day. He worked, and then he works at like 4:45 in the morning, and then he gets off at 9, 10, 11 sometimes. It depends on the day. And then he was out with friends in the afternoon. So I was here all by myself, and of course I was coloring, which is what I always do. But like I said, I had recorded the video, and I don't know what I did. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. That's okay. Anyway, I think I'll put a little bit more dark in here. What about here? I think it's because that white spot is there. I'm gonna have to cover that with the brown. I call it the belly button. It just looks like a belly button to me. So how's everyone doing? It's warm here. I know there's some places in the US that are just so cold. But we are moderate temperatures here, like we generally are in San Diego. It did get warm enough that, in fact, it just clicked on that our air is clicking on. I keep it set at a certain temperature. I think I keep it set at 73. So if it goes above 73, it'll automatically come on for a few seconds. It's the best way to for economical reasons, is to set it and forget it. And then if we're hot, if we want it to be down to 72 for a minute, if my son comes home after bike riding and is, hot, then he can, then we can, push the button and make it down for however much time. It gives us a time that we can do. And same with the heater. I hate the heater, but if it drops below, I think 65 in here, which is very, very, very rare, it will click on the heater. And again, it's energy saving that way because it never has to heat the house from bitter cold, and it never has to cool the house from extremely hot. It just keeps an even temperature, and it's the most economical way to keep your thermostat set. So I love it that way. I'm gonna need that again. Might as well pull that out. I think this is the color that I used for the other ones. But it's been warm enough that our air has been kicking on, so that means it's probably in the 80s outside. Our house is pretty insulated. Of course, it's a newer building, so it's very energy efficient. In fact, this building was, it's called LEED certified. I don't know how many of you are aware of that, but that's a rating that buildings are given if they meet certain environmental codes. And in fact, our building has a huge solar panel. It's like the largest in North America, or it was then, vertical solar panel that goes up the side of our building facing out to the west, so it gets all that strong afternoon sun coming from the west. And I think that's how our water is heated. I'm not positive about that. All I know is that we have hot ass water. Oh, it is so hot sometimes. I'm glad we don't have small children. But it's nice. I definitely appreciate it, like for washing dishes, and I don't take hot showers, but it's nice that the hot water heats up fast. This is looking really good. I like these pencils on this paper a lot. They're so creamy. I say that, but there are some luminance pencils that are not creamy. They almost are scratchy, I could say. And I know that everyone says the Castle Earth is like that, but I think some other ones are as well. This one happens to be a nice creamy one. But there are some of the luminance that are a bit scratchy, but I don't find them crumbly like I've heard some people say. Even the Castle Earth is not crumbly. In fact, I think that might have been Castle Earth that no, that was sepia. I was just about to color a leaf purple, which is no problem, but I hadn't started with purple, so it might have looked a little odd. So what is everyone's plans for the holiday? Thanksgiving. I know Thanksgiving is like one of the most traveled days of the year. A lot of people want to stay home for Christmas, but they travel for Thanksgiving. And I believe that's because gifts can be mailed, but mom's home cooking or grandma's home cooking or your favorite aunt's home cooking, that cannot be mailed. That you have to be in person. So That's my theory. And you know, with FaceTime and video chatting, you know, people can remain close, but food and smells, you can only get that in person. And Thanksgiving is so much about the smells. And that's what a lot of people associate with the Thanksgiving holiday, is the get together with family, playing football, the smells, the sounds. But smells is such a powerful, what is the word? Memory inhibitor or memory maker. We associate a lot of things with smells. And what do you guys think these blue things, or these circles here, these white circles are? I wonder what those are. So give me some comments in below if you guys know what these are. I won't color them until I see some comments. I have no idea what those would be. No idea. Well, let's see, what do I want to do next? I am going to color those mushrooms, but I don't know how I'm going to do them, so I'm not doing those right now. I think I'll do the jingle bell. Now, should I do it gold or silver? I'm going to do the key gold, so I think I'll do the jingle bell silver, and then I'll do the little spoon here silver. Let me get out the grays. I don't have a lot of grays in the man, my throat is so raspy. I don't have a lot of grays in the Lumis because I have the grays in the polychromos. I have the grays in the Prismacolors. And I have all of those. So I bought these piece by piece or pencil by pencil. I bought them all at once, but it was cheaper for me because I already had the 40 set, and then I only needed certain pencils, and I chose not to get the grays, so I saved a lot of money that way. Anyway, I have silver gray and slate gray, and I think that'll be fine for my jingle bell here. Now, I call this a jingle bell. I don't know what other people call it. That's what I call it. It's a jingle bell. So I do only have these two gray colors, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to color the fireplace or the oven with Koh-i-Noor tricolors, and then haven't decided how I'm gonna do those leaves. I mean those mushrooms. Anyway, I'm sitting here thinking about how many pages I did in Fairy Miracles, and I don't think I'm gonna get the new one. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say Fairy Connections. I don't think that's it. I don't think it's Fairy Connections. What is the name of it? Now I have to look it up. Let me go on my computer. Because I know I'm getting that wrong. I probably will end up getting it, but I really don't need it. I haven't even colored in. I have more coloring books than I could possibly color in a lifetime. And because I have so many PDFs, oh, that's what I wanted to share with you. I did buy another coloring book. Didn't I say in my last video I wasn't going to buy any more Christmas coloring books? Yeah, well, that's a big fat lie. I bought 3 PDF downloads, and I bought some singles, and I purchased a physical book. So I'll bring those out in a second. Let me look up. So I really don't need any more books, and I am serious. I don't need to buy any more. Fairy Celebration, Fairy Connections. I'm so funny. Anyway, I'm only funny to myself, but I just don't think I'm going to purchase it. It's a beautiful book, and I am certain that the pages are just as beautiful as all her other gorgeous books, but there is no need for me to buy any more books. I'm not a huge channel. I don't do reviews. I don't generally do color alongs. I just don't think that that I need to purchase any more books. I'm gonna close up this book and bring out what I bought. Oh, I was gonna show this to you. This is one of those cutting mats that are self-healing. You can see it's well loved. This is a real heavy one. It's a 5-layer, and it's heavy. And first off, what it does is it protects the opposite page, because I am coloring left-handed, so the oils and dirt, I hope there's no dirt, but whatever, protects this page from that a lot better than a piece of tracing paper, because that'll always slide all over the place. But it also gives me a nice flat surface without damaging the page, that I can set my pencil sharpener on. I can put my shavings from when I do have to use like my eraser. I have 2 erasers. My erasers and my the little gosh, I can't remember. I think this is a Derwent blender, and I love it that it can get nice and pointy and get right into the tiny spaces that the Karen Dash blender can't get to. And when I sharpen this, they're short, so I can't put them in the sharpener, so I put them in, or the big sharpener, so I do it here, and I can do it right on this board and then dump it in the trash. I like that. And then it just really helps keep the page down, and then I use the clips, and I don't have to worry about the pages bending or messing it up. So I like that. And then I can keep some tools over here too. So I can't keep rolly things because it is at a little bit of an angle, so things roll right off. But you know, my brush will stay there, the pencil sharpener will stay there, even my, but if I put it this way, it'll roll. Woo! Rolls fast. This thing is heavy. How many of you have dropped this on your toe more than once? I have dropped this thing. My neighbor probably hates me, and we have cement floors. That's so much fun. It's like a fidget spinner. We have cement floors, but I'm pretty sure when this clonks on the floor, it makes a loud noise. Plus all the cussing and jumping around that I'm doing after I've dropped it right on my toe. That thing is so heavy, and sometimes because I'm holding it with my left hand, because that's my strong hand, I can't really hold tight with my right, and then I'm turning the pencil with my right, and if this hand gets whatever, it jerks or whatever, and I lose contact of the pencil with the sharpener, it'll fly out of my hand. Oh, it's just a mess. But so this thing, you know, it's good that it's solid brass. It definitely has taken a beating. It's fallen several times, but of course it does more damage, just like a bullet falling down. It does more damage to what it hits than any damage that can be done to it. Yeah, it's like that's like a big bullet coming down. I just love how it rolls. This is so much fun. I wonder if it'll go that way. Woo, it'll go that way too. It goes more slowly this way. Okay, now I know what to do when I'm bored. I'll just sit here rolling my M&R. Okay, over with that. Stop, Shara. Quit being a dork and showing everybody your dork side. I definitely have a dork side. I'm sure everybody does, but mine is very prominent. Okay, let me grab what I purchased for this year. I mean, for after I told you I wasn't going to purchase anything. Of course, I don't know if I have the individual pages that I purchased anywhere handy. I probably don't. I think I have just the books. I bought a couple pages from Gnome for the Holidays, from Fairy Merry Christmas. I bought a couple of pages from that. And of course, because this was my thought process, then after I purchased those, Deborah Muller was so kind to send me a 20% off coupon for Etsy. So what did I do? I had to buy some more because I had a coupon. Oh, which is probably why coupons were invented, was because you buy it because you have a coupon. Oh, anyway, I do that. So I purchased the Cute Christmas by Jade Summer, and it is cute. It is two images, or 2 pages of each image, and they are adorable. Anne did a flip through of this, and I'm pretty sure it was Anne, and they are just absolutely precious. So this is great. It's nice line art, nice thick lines, so it's great. Look at that. All the elves and Santa enjoying some chocolate chip cookies, and I'm sure hot chocolate. Oh, look at the puppy. Yeah, this is precious. This reminds me, I swear he looks like my grandson. It just makes me think of my grandson. He's at that age, he's 7, so he's perfect. He's that he knows, he questions, but he's so excited. So even if he does kind of know some secrets, he doesn't let on because he's just so excited about Christmas night. You just can't sleep. My parents were always just so into Christmas, and they would always tell us, "You're acting like a kid at Christmas." And oh, we were definitely kids at Christmas. I did this page, I did post this on Instagram. I had a lot of fun with the background, doing all these colors. Oh, it was so much fun. But with the Amazon paper, I did not like how my, I used the, what did I use on this? Polychromos. I used the Polychromo indigo, and it didn't turn out as great as I had hoped. The sweater turned out really good, except for I messed up right here. I think I fixed it enough, but I did the colors with marker, and I left it white, and then I colored in with the Buff Titanium Lumi because I had to put some acrylic paint here, and the acrylic paint wasn't, I mean, it's white, but it looked kind of off-white. So I used the off-white or the Buff Titanium on the rest of the sweater, and then when I put the color down, it was so bright, and I'm like, a sweater wouldn't be that bright, so I went over the sweater with a white pencil. I think I used the Prismacolor white, and it gave the effect that I wanted to have. But I did the touch to, or tip to tip, for the Kali art markers. And I've tried it before with Sharpies, and it was pretty good, and but I had never tried it with the Kali art, and I think it turned out pretty good. I wasn't happy with how dark his face was. I think I thought the lighter color was going to come out sooner, and I thought it was going to show a little lighter. I really like the transition here, but not so much on his face, but I still posted it. I still like it. It's cute. And so anyway, this book is just precious, and I definitely plan to color some more pages out of this. And pencils, I've heard that the luminance pencils work great in Amazon paper. I don't know that I want to waste luminance on Amazon paper, but you know, I don't have them because I'm such a great artist, and those are my go-to pencils for portraits or something. They're what I wanted, and I'm gonna use them, so maybe I will just use them. I don't know. Anyway, that's Cute Christmas by Jade Summer. And then this was on sale. I don't know if it still is, by Sue Curry, and this is Christmas on Memory Lane, and it is a large book. I printed out every page because I'm still on my HP 300 page a month trial period, so it's very pretty. There are so many adorable pages. I colored one, the poinsettias, and I put that on Instagram, but it's just real traditional kind of Christmas portrayals. And oh, this is the poinsettias that I colored. I wanted to keep a complete book, so I printed out another page of the poinsettias. But it's very, very cute, and it was on sale for like $2.99. I could not pass it up. And Anne had done a review of another book of Sue's, and Christina and I are friends, and she talked about Sue. She's actually Sue's publisher, and she just has beautiful books. She is a minister's wife, and so she does a lot of religious-based books, faith-based, but she also does, oh, there's a really cute one, Little Sister. They're all related to this memory lane, but there's a Little Sister one that's just adorable. But again, I already have so much to color. I just cannot justify purchasing another coloring book or even another coloring page. I just can't. So anyway, this I found this on Etsy, Susan Curry, and this was $2.99. So it's a beautiful Christmas one. In fact, I was going to show you. It's hard for me to do this. Oh, she has some more than, and I hadn't looked at it when I printed it. I wish I had printed, this is really expensive paper that was recommended by Belinda over at Faithful Girl 1978. But she has a word search on there, which is super cute. But I wouldn't have printed this on the better paper, but it's fine. It's, you know, not a big deal. And then she has another one. So it's for snow days, and just, you know, it's just very family oriented artist. She, you know, just, you know, was doing this for, you know, an activity with a family member or something. And there's even a cutout to make a little angel decoration. How cute is that? And then the instructions for how to do that. And very, very cute. And she left it pretty blank, so you could do whatever you wanted on it. So that's very cute. See, she shows it kind of decorated. So that was very cute. You can totally go nuts with the glitter and the sequins and gems and Oh, that would be so much fun. And I got quite a few pages of really cute little gemstones and stuff from my friend Joey Galvin. I'm sure you've seen her. I think I showed those on a Happy Mail that I received, my one and only Happy Mail. It was so exciting. I don't want or need Happy Mail, but it was very nice. She had made a purchase for me, and when she sent it, I had paid her for the purchase. She also sent some lovely little extras, and that was just so sweet. She's a wonderful lady. I'm sure you've seen her in chats, and she is just the kindest person. Anyway, so, and then there was some bonus pages that came along with that book. So I think they're all Christmas related, but they're bonus. A snow picture, very cute. Oh, and just the kids sitting around, hearing stories, reading the Bible at the holidays. Very sweet. Pies, which that totally reminds me of my grandma. She was the baker. She made the most delicious pies. And this just brings back memories of Thanksgiving. She would have to make, like, I don't know, 12 pies. And then look how cute this is, listening to baby. This is just so precious. The little bunny slippers. I am not kidding you. I just about purchased a little pair of these bunny slippers that looked so much like these from Carter's, and got them for my granddaughter, but it's summer right now, and I have no idea how big her feet are going to be by the time winter hits, so I couldn't justify purchasing them. But and look at how cute that little Raggedy Ann doll. I was Raggedy Ann for Halloween one year. My mom always went balls out for Halloween. She made us the most beautiful costumes, and she was so creative. She made me a jack-o'-lantern one year, and I told her I wanted to be a jack-o'-lantern. Not a jack-o'-lantern, a jack-in-the-box. I wanted to be a jack-in-the-box, and she made it happen. She took one of my dresses and she attached it. She took a box, turned it upside down, cut a hole in the bottom, attached the dress to the box, decorated the box with, I think she decorated it with wallpaper. Her parents were living with us at the time, and they were wallpaper hangers. So she had some scraps of wallpaper, and she decorated it super cute. And then she made a hat, and I wore tights, and the kind of like a clown hat, a pointy hat, and she painted my face like a clown, and I actually won that year in the school Halloween pageant for my costume. Anyway, and one year when I was much younger, she made me Raggedy Ann. She took a mop and dyed it red, and my dress was adorable. She even had the little pinafore and everything. And again, she painted my face like Raggedy Ann. I had this red mop hair, which was perfect. And I think to cover the top of the mop handle, she didn't put it towards my head, thank goodness. You know, it's that little piece that sticks up to attach to the mop. I think she tied a bow on it, so you couldn't really tell that it was there. I can't remember. I have to pull out a picture. She may have put it into my head. I don't know. Anyway, snailer? I don't know what a snailer. Oh, they're little bugs. And these are all oh my gosh, this is, I didn't even see this. It's Winnebago special, and they're all snails, and all of the little bugs are going to buy their snail trail or rent their snail trailer. How sweet is that? That is so cute. I just never looked at this page. And all the snails are happy to be little camping rentals, and there's all different sizes, and they're Winnebagos. That is so precious.
I love that. That looks like a summer picture. That is so precious. I love that. Sue, you are so talented, and that is just adorable. Okay, so the next book that I got was by Deborah Muller, and she's so amazing. She has so much out, and I've heard that she's going through a lot right now. Her husband passed away suddenly, and she's still going forward. She's publishing books. She's participating. She participated in the steampunk freakout. Just, you know, shows an incredible lady. Anyway, I saw so many people doing this, and I decided I needed to have it. And when I had that 20% off coupon, I was like, well, now's the time. So I printed off a lot of them. I did not print the whole book. My other pages, this is where they are. This is where the extra pages that I told you about are printed. Hold on, because I know I didn't print out this many of the fall. They're so cute. I mean, look at this. Little puppy dog with the coffee cup, probably, or tea. That would be pumpkin spice tea, organic pumpkin spice tea. I'm trying not to have sugary and non-organic products, just because I don't want to fill my body with pesticides and weed killer and stuff. So I'm trying to avoid GMOs and products that I know are known to be heavily sprayed. Anyway, so that was Fall Friends by Deborah Muller, and I probably will not color any of these. Maybe one on Thanksgiving Day. I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving with my family until that Saturday. We've done that quite a few times in our adult lives. It just makes it easier for, like, my sister, who has or had her in-laws, to go spend the day with their in-laws, and now that both of my sisters are divorced and have shared custody with their ex-husbands, you know, 1 year the kids are with their fathers for Thanksgiving, so it just makes it nicer, and you know, it saves some time in driving, because we're not driving on the holiday, and it leaves us freed up to do something else on the actual holiday. We still feel like it's Thanksgiving. It doesn't matter what day it is to us. We can celebrate Thanksgiving in our own way on that Thursday, and then we're all getting together Saturday. So I may color this on Thursday, a Thanksgiving one, but I'm gonna stick to the Christmas for now. But anyway, that's Fall Friends. And then these are the ones I printed, I bought just a PDF. I have, these are from, this is from Fairy Merry Christmas. This one's from Gnome for the Holidays. Look at that dragon. I thought this one was so cute. Another one from Gnome for the Holidays. Another one from Fairy Merry Christmas. I loved this one, Gnome for the Holidays. This one was called Love or something. It's super cute. I just love their hats are tied together with a heart. Very sweet. So that's Gnome for the Holidays. I have 2 of those. I don't know why. My printer was acting funny that day. And then I do have some. Oh, this is a free page I got from the Coloring Heaven. I did get my copy of that, but this is what we got as a subscriber. I got an email with that. Oh, I bought these too. These are so cute. These are from Deborah Muller too. These are Christmas tags or gift tags. So these were the Christmas ones. And these were $1 for these downloads, and they're so cute. They will look so cute on Christmas packages. Color them and put them on Christmas packages. So I have 2 of these, and then there's the gnomes tags, super cute with the lights, and I just think they're so, so cute. And then I think there's one more. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I thought there was 3. I thought there was 3 of the, oh, there was 2 different ones. Okay. Oh, these aren't the same. Okay, this one was just critters, or just Christmas, I think. You have a unicorn and Santa and a bird and a bear. And then this one was all reindeer. Oh, I got something on that one. Oh, what's on it? Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna have to print it again. I got schmuck on it. It looks like, I don't know. It's kind of sticky. I think it's probably, I have no idea. It feels like glue. I haven't used any glue, but now I just made it worse. Anyway, there's that one. I'm gonna have to reprint these. One nice thing is I could print on the back, and nobody will really care about that if they're printed on. I do that a lot with prints. If they mess up printing, and then these are some I already had. This was, yeah, see, I had something else printed on there, and I reprinted it. I really want to do this several different times, and in different colors. And this was a free download, or a sample pack from Hannah Lynn, and I love Hannah Lynn. I have the Christmas one by Hannah Lynn I showed, and I love that. I thought I could color that only for Christmas, but then I got the Deborah Muller, so now it's tied. I got this one, and this is, this one's amazing. I love this book. They are so sassy and saucy, as somebody had put. They're adorable. Look at these. They're all in sexy clothes, and look at this one. She's only wearing bows. I love it. Well, and stockings or hose. Super cute. I just can't, look at these little booty shorts with pom-poms. Anyway, this book, I know it was out last year and I resisted buying it, but I couldn't resist anymore. I've already done a few pages in it, and it's super, super cute. Like, so cute. I love it. I could color just this year. I could spend the rest of the holidays coloring just the sorry, I'm looking for something, just the pinup girls. We did this one. I posted to Instagram, and I just love it. She's so sassy, and she's melted the snowman because she's so hot. I love it. It was so much fun to color. I have stickles here. I don't know if it shows up as good on camera, the bright colors, but oh, it was so much fun to color, and I can't wait to do some more. So I don't want to say it's my favorite, because I really do like all of the books I have, but it certainly is my, it's the one that brings the most fun. It's so cute. And the pinup girls, oh, I just love it. So that's, where's that cover? I lost it. I'm losing my mind. Oh, here it is. That is, I never print anything in color, but I'm like, I haven't print anything in color, so I have plenty of color ink on that from HP Instant Ink. That is such a fabulous program. I mean, even if you want to print 300, I think, or 500, it's only like $10 a month for people that, you know, for artists or, people that, you know, do print a lot, but you can do 15 pages a month for free, and your printer is hooked up online. It's all wireless. It even has its own email address. So if I'm in New Zealand but want to print something for my son, you know, save him the time from having to print it, I just email it right to my printer and it prints, as long as it's on. You can do 15 pages for free, and then even if you want to print more than 15, it's only $1 for 10 more pages. So with my vow to not buy any more books or PDFs, I should be okay with that plan. And even if I want to go up, you can have like 50 pages or 100 pages for $4.99, 50 pages for $2.99. I mean, that's less than a cup of, you know, fancy coffee. There's a coffee shop here that sells an oat milk latte, and it's $3. It's delicious, and I could drink 5 a day, but I don't. But they're $3, so I could print 50 pages a month for $3, $2.99. So anyone that has an HP printer should definitely look into that instant ink. It is just like so great, and I'm sure that HP makes a profit as well. But I think they overcharge for ink. I don't know why printer ink is so expensive. Printers, you can get an HP printer for $35, but it's the ink that kills you, honestly. You know, a 2-pack of ink is almost $35, if not $35 for the black ink and then the tricolor ink. So the HP Instant Ink plan, I'm not a sponsor for HP. I just know for a personal use, as a consumer, it saves me money, and it's so convenient. They just send it to me. I get these, I have little boxes somewhere. I get a little box that has both inks in it when I'm running low. It opens up like this. Well, I probably just showed my address, but nobody's gonna come see me, are they? I'll edit that out. I'm really not worried. I live in a very secure building. I don't think anybody wants to come see me. Anyway, it comes like this, and it even has a bag to recycle your old cartridges, and it's free postage. So you just pop as many as you can in here and send it off, and I mean, it's really the perfect setup. It really is. It's awesome. So there's that. Oh, I did buy the 180 set of the Klara markers as well. Let me show you those, since I'm turning this in from a coloring chat to a haul video. These are so heavy. Oh, let me move my book. I don't want to scratch it up. I was gonna do that, wasn't I? I was gonna close it up. Here we go. So this isn't the case that they came in. This is, of course, an additional purchase, but a definite awesome one. It's a nice bag. It velcros, but also clips with these buckles, and they have their own slots. I think it's called a lipstick case. And for 180 markers to just be flopping around in the bags that Klara puts them in, it was just ridiculous.
could never put them in order. You couldn't find anything. So this is perfect. There were like 8 markers that actually didn't fit in slots. I think this is 172 slots, and there's 180 markers, so, or 171 slots. This one is loose because when I was putting them in, I put them in the wrong order, and instead of taking them all out and putting them all back in again, I just said, I'm not going to do that. That one can sit by itself. So this was 171 marker case, and 180 markers fits just fine. It's only a few that are floppy instead of the entire set. So, and I have them swatched out. I don't generally swatch out. I haven't really swatched out my pencils. I like to scratch them off on a piece of paper. That's the better way for me to swatch, or for me to decide what color I want to use. But I did do these with the markers because the markers, we know that the cap doesn't always match the color of the marker, and I don't want to keep grabbing ones thinking they're right, and then when I scratch test them, they're not. So this is the marker, or the swatch page by Jennifer Stay, and I love them. And it took 3 pages, or almost 3 pages. There's quite a few grays, but there are 180, probably 179. I haven't counted them because of the colorless blender. I didn't swatch the black. The black is good, we know that. But there are so many colors. They're beautiful, and I love the array of green that they have, and the blues. There's just so many. You can see all the greens. They just go on forever. And someone that does a lot of landscapes and flowers and things like that, and whose favorite color is green, it's perfect. So, and there's more skin tones than in the original set. Well, there's more of everything. I think there's more pinks. There's definitely more reds, more true reds. This is a nice dark red. This is a nice, regular red color, another rusty red, more of a pinky red, a maroon, a nice brownie red here. So yeah, I loved them, and I'm real happy with them. Anyway, so that's those. Gosh, my nose. I'm very happy. Now I keep it on its side. I actually have some, I have it all jerry-rigged. I say jerry-rigged. I don't know if that's the proper term, but my dad's name was Jerry, and he did this a lot. Actually, my mom is the creative one, and she would always come up with ways. But I have a blank 2-inch binder, or 1-inch binder, and because it's nice and slanted a little bit, like, up, I have this, and I put some sticky tape, 2-sided sticky tape on the binder. So I set this on the binder, and so it raises it just a bit, and I can see the markers, and I can keep them flat, or nearly flat. They're raised just a little bit on one end. And so that's the proper way to store them, but it also acts as a display case. But I can grab it and go if I want to. I like it a lot. I chose this over what I have for the Copics, because I think the Copics, oh, there's that yellow one that I don't, oh no, that was a Lumi, dang. Hold on, let me write this down here and pick up that luminance. There's the one marker that's loose, the yellow one. Oh, I'm just knocking shit down over here. Okay. I have it all particular, I'm so anal about certain things. I like things to be very organized. They said that if you want to know how to do something right, ask a lazy person, and that's because, oh, I did break it. Darn it, I drop pencils so much. I am so lucky that I don't have more problems with my pencils than I do. Knock on wood.
I don't.
Oh, I'm surprised the dogs didn't go nuts over that. that knocking. I would think that they would think that someone was at the door. But I am really lucky that I don't have more problems with pencils, because I do drop. I drop things so much. It's terrible. I think it's you know, it's a result of my stroke, and I know that, but it's still frustrating, and it just makes me so mad. You should hear me yelling all the time, I drop everything, and I say that quite often. I say that probably more than I say get the Amazon package off the porch. I say that a lot. And the Walmart package, and the Target package, and the Etsy package. Well, the Etsy package usually comes in the mailbox. Okay, so back to coloring. Let me grab the Koh-i-Noors. They are so pretty. I just love them. What color do I want? No, I don't think I want that one. I'll show you. I have them all just bound with the rubber band. I just want the red. Oh, yeah, the one that's used the most. I do have some extras. That's poppy. I don't know that that's the color I want. Let me grab some scratch paper. Yeah, that's kind of orange. That's not what I really want. I want red. I know I was talking about something before I dropped the pencil, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, this music is so nice. I could listen to Christmas music all year long, but people will think I'm crazy, or crazier than I actually, I mean, I know I'm crazy, but they'll think I'm even more crazy. What about this one? No, that's too black. That one's called Ember, so that's not the right color. Why can't I find the right brick color? I thought there was. Well, maybe I'm not going to color the brick right now. Until I find the right color. Because I am not finding it. Maybe it is that orangey one. It's not that one. They're so beautiful. I love these. Yeah, the rest just have too much black. Or that Ember one has too much black. Let me try this again. Let's see. I guess I just got the orange first. That might be the right color. I don't know if that's the color I want to go with. Okay, we're gonna skip those for now. Let's go with, oh, I was working on this anyway, duh. All right, so let's get back to that. Oh, I wanted to count how many pages I've done in Fairy Miracles. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. I haven't colored anything in Tenderfoam,
Tenderful Enchantments. Nothing. Not a page. Terrible. All right. So this one is falling apart. So I have colored the cover page. So that's one. I don't have a paper on this one. Let me put something, let me put this under here so that it doesn't flow. Okay. Now the papers will stay in. I don't have a paper for this one. Let me grab one. I just felt like they were smearing and I don't want to spray them. So I put tissue. I don't know if they were actually smearing or not, but I started with the tissue. I might as well finish with the tissue. So that was page one. Come on, Shara. You know, everything is more difficult for me because of this hand of mine. Sometimes I get so frustrated that I have to remember that I am a very fortunate person and I need to be more grateful. And I am. I'm not a, you know, a woe is me kind of person, but it is frustrating. So that was two. So cute. I love them. Three. Aww. Four. Very bright. Five. Oh, I loved this one. Six. Very magical. 7. 8. I'll count it. 9, 10, 11. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I really, oh, 17. I really was mad that I colored these with the glaze pens, the jelly roll glaze. I love them, but it just took away from this picture, I think. It looked great on his body. And maybe if I had only done the blue, maybe if I go over the red and the yellow with blue, I don't know if that'll work. And it looked fine for the black in the flower. Obviously I had just gotten them and it was plain. Like the yellow flower here is all the glaze and it's very cute. It gives a very nice look, but I just don't like the way they look there. It just, I don't know, it just throws the picture off. Even her red necklace is fine, but the colors in her wings, I just wasn't feeling it. Anyway, so 17 pages. I was close, I said 20. And then I stopped. And I had always done every facing page too. So they repeated a lot, but I always tried to do them different. how cute that one is. Little lollipops. Strawberries. They haven't repeated yet, but they do repeat. Oh, see, there's the elf sitting on the mushroom again. And then there was a 2-page spread. And then the tulip. And then the tulip. I know I did the tulip with the house quite a few times. The little fairy sitting on a mushroom house. The tulip with the house. Mushrooms and strawberries. And the little fairy again. So cute. A little tulip and a house. Oh, that's the same one again. Yep. So very, very cute. Her books are just amazing. They're very special. The paper is just awesome. It doesn't erase very well. At least not the eraser I use. I'm sure I've tried other erasers, but I really love that Faber-Castell eraser. I think they are the best erasers. I've worn down so many of them. I shouldn't say that because that's a testament to how much I have to erase. This is just a little too long on that side. So it needs to be folded more. Hold on. Right here. Let me try that again. I love the sound of tracing paper. I just always have. I think it has such a pleasant crinkle. I purchased a really cool baby toy for Yum Yum. He when he was little, well, he's still little, but when he was an infant, he really loved playing with paper. Well, paper, you know, gets drooly in it, and it really is, you know, they start to eat it and everything. So I purchased him, it's a piece of cloth that has some crinkle material in it, and it looks like a newspaper, and it is so cute, and it sounds just like crinkly paper, and he loves it. And I just saw a picture of she's playing with it, so that's pretty cool. And it's such a cute thing that this reminds me of it. I don't know, I'm sure it's not tissue paper that's inside the toy, because tissue paper would stop crinkling after a while. Whatever's in there, it stays crinkly, and you can wash it, and it's a perfect toy for a baby. Anyway, so yeah, I've done 17 pages in Fairy Miracles, which is more than I've done in any other book. I'm pretty certain that's the most I've done. But you know, when you have so much to color and people are enabling you by showing some just gorgeous things that you want to color, it's so hard. And I'm sure many of you feel the same way that I do, that it's just so hard to just say no. I can't do it. I can't just say no. I just can't. I'm so influenced by Anne and Sammy, and used to be Dev. I don't see videos from him anymore. It's very sad. And now I love Mrs. Coffee. Oh, she is so fun. I could listen to her talk all day long, just like Anne. They're just so fun to listen to. And I have such a good time in there listening to their videos. But when Mrs. Coffee goes live, they're fun, and her chats fly by because she has like 200. I heard she had 400 people in a chat that a friend of mine saw, but I saw her have over 200 people. And I thought Dee Dee's chats flew by, but boy, Mrs. Coffee, her chats are so fast. She's awesome though. She can read the chats, she can do her work, She is so funny. Oh, she cracks me up. I am literally, you know, spitting out coffee. And she said that in a video that she's not responsible for spitting coffee or spitting out drinks. And she said that somebody blamed her, not seriously blamed her, but for spitting coffee on a small child because there was a small child talking to her, and Mrs. Coffee said something funny, and she spit out her drink in the child's face. I just think that's hysterical. I think that's hysterical. Oh my gosh, yeah, I could see that happening though, because she is really funny. And she seems so down to earth and just a fun person who loves her family, but can joke about them at the same time, and loves her dogs, and just loves life, and she is a homebody like I am, so I feel a real connection. The same with Anne. I feel like Anne and I are twins sometimes. We're both the same age. We both were single moms. We wear the same ring even. I was surprised at that. She wears this ring on her, I think I showed this last time, but she wears this on her right hand and I wear it on my left. And I just think that's so funny. Anyway, so I just love listening to these people, and what I do is I turn them on, and now unless it's a live chat. Live chats I can't color because I cannot color and type. I just can't. I don't have that skill. But when I'm listening to their videos, I usually will just look forward to new videos so much, and I'll pop one on and sit here drinking my tea and coloring, and you know, I can turn them up as loud as I want and walk around the house and do what I have to do, but the whole time with Anne and Mrs. Coffee, I'm just cracking up. Same with Christine too. I love listening to Christine. Christine I more like to watch though, because she's showing some techniques that I think are really interesting. But so I can't necessarily color when I'm listening to Christine, and it's certainly not her lives because I like to comment. I like to listen to Sammy that way. I just pop on their videos and I go to town. I could sit here all day long coloring and listening to certain people chat. I just love it, and I'm glad to know that even though Sammy has decided to take a break from live streaming, she is still going to be putting out content videos, and that makes me happy because I love to be able to watch her videos and follow along. Same with Belinda. They're both so incredibly talented. I mean, beyond talented. And Laura too. I've been watching hers. Laura colors too. She's the artist behind color portrait or circle portraits. She is amazing to follow along with, and she's really good about giving nice, clear and concise pencils and directions. So they're all three really good teachers. And Christine, I didn't realize what a wonderful color artist she is. She really mastered those markers that she got, and then the ink tints. Oh my gosh, her pictures are just stunning, and I really encourage her to turn one of those into a diamond art or diamond painting, I think they call it. Yeah, I have no desire to diamond paint. I don't need another hobby. I don't need more expensive stuff to get into. But I really don't have a desire for it. First off, I don't know where I would put all of those diamond paintings once I'm done with them. I have my art on the walls in my apartment, so I have no room for that. My son has no room in his room. I don't know anyone that, you know, other than the kids that would want to put them up. and I really don't think I could sit there doing that. I like the sound it makes when a drill goes between drills. I love that sound, so I don't mind watching it. I love that clicking sound it makes. But I just don't have a desire to do it, and I'm not going to force myself to. Like I said, I'm not a channel like that. I don't do reviews. I'm not a big channel. You know, that would be different if I was, but I don't have aspirations of that, and I'm not there anyway. So, or I should say, I'm not there, but I don't have aspirations for that anyway, and so I really don't need to diamond paint. I will just enjoy it vicariously. I'll do it through others, and let them do that. And I know that Anne really loves it, and I'm really happy for her. She's really I also don't have a desire for planning. I'm not much into the paper crafts, you know, and part of it is my ability. I don't have the ability to paper craft. My music stopped. Where is my music? Let me see. It's probably wondering if I'm still here. Why did it stop? That's very strange. Okay. There we go. Back. You know, I can't fussy cut. You know, you saw me have a hard time folding that tissue paper. I can't even imagine paper folding. I did purchase 2 of those amazing exploding confetti boxes that Anne showed on her video. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And I bought 2 of them. But one is Christmas, and I'll use that as my one and only Christmas, or other than the candy canes that I stick in the jar. I do love to eat candy canes. I will use the Christmas box as my one and only Christmas decoration, and then the other box is for a keepsake for Kata. It'll be cute in her nursery, and you know, it's great because it, you know, says you're special and I love you, and a lot of encouragements for a young girl. And even though she's only 3 months old, you know, there's never too early to start giving her positive messages. So that's my theory behind it and my justification for buying it. But oh, they are so cool, and I'm excited about getting them. And I just think they're neat. If you haven't seen them, you should go to Anne's channel. What is her name? Here, I can look it up so you can actually go on. I don't know if she has any more available, actually. If she has any more for sale, let me check. They're called confetti boxes by... Why can't I remember? I just have such I don't know why I'm in the wrong section. Let me go on here to my eBay. Okay. They are called, by Deanna. Christmas, it was a Christmas one. Confetti. Oh, they're confetti cards by Deanna. I thought it was called something else, but they're amazing. And you can go on, let me see if she has any available. Let me go to her, see other items. Oh, she has another Christmas one available. And on eBay, so and she has a video of how it works, so you can go on there. It's it's Confetti Cards by Deanna. It's all one word, and her name is spelled Deanna, and they are just truly amazing. she is so talented, so talented. So I am very happy with my purchase. I cannot wait until they get here. So yeah, and or you can watch Anne's video and see the girly one that she got. Mine is very similar to that. So it looks like the Christmas one that's on sale is very similar to the one that I purchased as well. But she made them all by hand, and that is just incredible, really. She's a very talented lady. Anyway, why did I even talk about those? I don't even know why I brought that up. My jingle bell is coming out very nice. It's a little dark, but I think it gives a shine really nice. I want to need my black pencil. I need my, well, I'll just grab black from here. I was looking for my Prismacolor black. I usually keep it very handy, but I don't have it. So I'm gonna go in here. These luminants are just, ugh. They're nice. I really didn't like them when I first got them. I tried them in Jasmine Beckett Griffith's book, and they did not work. And I tried them in Momo Girls. Well, maybe I didn't try them in. I think I did try them in Jasmine's book, but they were no good in Momo Girls at all. In fact, I found Momo Girls to be a challenge. That paper was a challenge. I haven't done a whole lot in there, but I need to work in that one too. But right now I am sticking with Christmas. Whether it's Christmas, real Christmas, or Christmas that I make, like this one. These pencils are so great. This is just going on like butter. And I'm barely touching the page, and it's giving me just the right amount. And this already has a lot of wax on there, so the fact that I can just layer and layer and layer is pretty amazing. That you can keep layering with these too. And I don't know if that has to do with the paper or the pencil, but I am also doing very light layers, and I know that makes a difference. But they're nice pencils. I am learning to really love them, and I know some people that's all they color with their Lumis. They don't have enough colors for me. I wish they were a bigger set, but they are expensive. They are, everyone talks about how expensive the Holbeins are, but it's these ones that are the most expensive, because Holbeins you get at least, I think, 150 pencils. These ones, the cost is so much, and you only get 76, I think, in a set. And at Blick, they're like $4 or $5 a piece. And I found at Jackson's Art Supply in the UK, I got them for $3 something a pencil. And the shipping, if I spent $30, that's 10 pencils, or $35, the shipping was less than $2. And if I wanted tracking, and everything was so much cheaper. Copics were so much cheaper. I bought a few more Copics, and not a few more Copics, but ones that I needed. I think I got refills. But the price was so much less than here, like a couple of dollars less, and the shipping is so cheap that it was definitely worth it to buy them from Jackson's. And then the price that you get is the price you pay, because the sales tax, or if there is tax, is already included in that price, so they don't add it. So I thought that was really great. So there, that shadow's good. Let me get that blended up. And now I'm gonna press harder and burnish this. Go ahead and I'm pressing pretty hard. I'm getting a nice smear or blend, whatever you call it, where it starts blending in the colors. These are so great. Look how pretty that is. I don't want to go over the black. I don't know why I did it now. I don't want to go over it with this light color because it'll lighten that black. I should have waited until I was done burnishing it. Oh, so pretty. It needs to be darker right here. This, oh, I guess that's all right. Because if the fire is hitting it, it would probably be a little light right here. I am really trying hard to get light source down. It's very, very confusing for someone that just doesn't have that artistic eye, I guess, or training or practice. However it's attained, I don't have it. Oh, that's dark. That thing's dark. Well, I guess that could be light too because that's facing the fire. Let me see. So I want to lighten this up a little bit. But it is hidden by the chair a little bit, so it's all right. I don't think anyone's going to grade my work and give me an F for coloring it wrong. I'm sure Klara Markova isn't going to call me up and say, you colored that jingle bell all wrong. You need to buy the book again and do it all over. I'm pretty sure she doesn't care. She probably won't even see my picture. I mean, I can 99.9% guarantee she's not going to see my picture. So, oh, that's so pretty. I just want to keep coloring it because it's so smooth and it just looks so pretty. I love it. Woohoo! All right, so now we need to do the chains that are, or the loops that are holding it up. So this side over here will be dark, and the inside here will be dark. This will have a shadow right here. Whew. Has a tiny space. And this will be dark here. And I think it will be light pretty close to all of this. I know I'm concentrating and not speaking up. Sorry. Talking to myself. Trying to properly do this. Like I said, not for anyone else but me, because I don't think anyone else cares. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Go over it with the dark one more time. Now this is something, if I did it once, you know, I would use more than one color. Sometimes I would use 4 colors. But I would only go over it once with each color. And then use the lightest color to final blend it and burnish it in. And I'd be done. But when I followed along with Belinda on the adorable print that she did for Halloween, her color all along that she did over 4 videos. I watched all 4 videos and I was able to, you know, stop them and start them and rewind them at my discretion. She did them live, but I didn't follow along live. But she went over things, you know, the same, even though she put down 4 colors, she didn't stop at the 4th color, even though it was blended and it looked fabulous, but she kept going. Like, she went back to the dark color and then added all the colors in order again. And I'm not sure what that does. I don't know that it brings a depth of color, or I don't know, because I think, okay, well, I have light color. Why would I want to color over it with dark? And then am I just covering up what I've already done? And it doesn't, because I'm not going over, I'm not going over the light. I'm going back over, even though I did put light here to kind of blend it, I'm only going over the dark, but she would do all 3 dark colors. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right, but like on the pumpkin that I colored with her, there was a dark red, there was, you know, leading to or a dark orange leading all the way to an orange, you know, and then the light color. And so she would go back and put all 3 colors in again, and it just gave it, I don't know, it just looked amazing. And so it did look a lot different than it did just the first time, but I really still am kind of confused on how that works, you know, how adding more layers on top and repeating the same colors, how it's not just covering up what you've already put and taking away from what you already put. I don't know if I'm making sense, but anyway, you know, and I'm sure I can ask Belinda and she would tell me. She's really awesome that way. I was just realized that this would be very dark on this side because this side doesn't have the light. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of black and darken this up even more. Anyway, so when I followed along with her, I was very impressed with how it looked, and I've started incorporating that into my own coloring, and even with some small things, and I do notice a little difference. I would have to do it side by side. I am happier with my work, but it might be that I'm just taking my time and doing more detail. So I'm happy with it, and I'm enjoying it. And that's what's important, is that I'm having fun, because I do this for fun and for pain relief and mindfulness. You know, coloring has changed my life. It really has. It gave me a hobby that I never had before. I mean, I've colored before. My family, you know, was a bunch of colors. We colored all, you know, when we were little, and anytime we were sick, that's what we got, was a new coloring book and crayons, and that was, you know, that was our, you know, that's what we like to do. But I never did, you know, anything like this. You know, I mean, the last time I colored, you know, wasn't too long ago, but again, it was very basic, and where's the black? Oh, there it is. You know, and just for fun. And then I discovered adult coloring, and I started watching videos, and I just loved it. And then I loved being able to buy all the products, and you know, it's just really changed my life. It's given me something that I really enjoy, that I feel like I've progressed in and I'm good at, that I'm not done learning about, you know, that I'll constantly be learning and trying new things, and I love that. It will be forever that I can learn new things and try new things and meet new people, and that is amazing. And it has really taken my focus off my pain so much, and and helped with my disability. You know, I'm able to use my my left hand really well, and it's improved my handwriting. But I feel like I color better now than I ever did. Oh, what am I doing? That's the wrong color. I'm going over it with the dark color. Now, if I'm very careful when I erase, I will only erase that top layer of dark that I went. Ugh, I cannot believe I grabbed the wrong pencil. I do that quite a lot, especially when I'm yakking my gums, flapping my gums. I am just doing a very, very light touch to just erase that layer of dark gray that I put down so that I can get this highlight back. Now I know I can put Posca, but what's the point of doing all this work if I'm just going to end up putting Posca? I think I'm all right. I think I saved it. Shh. That's my son. Say hello. Oh, he's on his earphones. He can't even hear me. Anyway, so I think this looks good. I'm very happy with it. Let me see how it looks in the camera to you guys. See if it looks the same. Oh. Oh my gosh, I thought my video stopped. It's still going. Yeah, that looks good. I'm very happy with the way that looks. So I am going to go over it with the blender. Now I know I went over it with the, you know, I burnished it with the light color, but this blender, it does something magical to pencil. It just does. It needs to be a little sharper, but it just does something magical. It just transforms it. There we go. And then I sometimes like to go over it with my finger and get, sometimes I do get something on there, and I just like to put the oils from my finger, especially something like this that I want real shiny. And hey friends, sorry about that. My phone died, so it's actually been a couple of hours and it's gotten dark, and as you can see, I not only finished up the jingle bell, but I also started on the brick, and I decided against using the Koh-i-Noor red, and I decided to use two colors from the Lumis. I'm using these two reds, a dark red and a real red. And then the same red as I used for the pillow. I don't know if you can see the pillow. I have it kind of lowered. And then I am using the Koh-i-Noor color metal. It's gray and dark gray, light gray, dark gray, and black that I'm using for the grout. And then I'm just using a black luminance to go around the bricks for the shadow. So I think it'll look nice. It'll be bright red, so that'll be real cheerful, and I think that's nice. So I'm just going about doing this. I'm probably not going to be on much longer. We're going to get ready for dinner, but it's almost 6 o'clock here, and I just went ahead and let my phone charge. I can't, at the moment, I can't charge it while I'm filming, so I had to charge it and get some other things done, so I did that, and then I picked out which colors I wanted to use for the brick, and I'm happy with this. I think it looks really nice, and they're very pretty. I kind of have stages here, not making much sense, but it's because I was checking stuff out and seeing the best way to color them. Right now I'm just putting in the dark color. It is called Oh. It's actually a brown color. It's called, oh my gosh, they're so hard to read. Something brown. It's number 585. It looks like Perylene, Peryylene brown. I don't know. It's a perfect dark red color for the darkest parts of the brick to give the shadow, to give the contrast. So I like it. I am not pressing hard. It's a very pigmented color. I just put a little bit of pressure on there, and it is definitely showing up. So I'm hardly touching the page, or hardly using any pressure at all. I have a neighbor who is singing so loudly. It's pretty crazy. So I think you can see this all real well. So I'll keep going. Go ahead and do some more of the red. Anyway, so it's nice now. It's cooled off a bit outside, and of course it's getting dark very early because of the time change plus the time of year. So I wish it felt a little more like fall. It definitely feels more like September here, like late summer than it does fall. But that's San Diego. We have, our temperature rarely changes much, so it's okay. I'll be in New Zealand where it's summer, so I definitely should not get used to the cold weather before I head out there, because it'll shock my system too much. So it'll be nice if it's still relatively warm here, and I don't have to jump from cold all the way to hot. So because it will be, I go on December 29th, so that is actually right into summer. It would be like June for us, or the end of June for us. So isn't that crazy that they're completely opposite? They're still right now in spring, and so it's equivalent to being April or May there. And well, it's 6 months difference. It's exactly opposite. So what's exactly opposite of November? That would be May. So just pretend like it's May 11th, and that's about what weather they're having there. They're a pretty moderate temperature. I think they tend to be a little colder than we are more often, and that's just because they're in close to Antarctica. I think they're the most southern country closest to Antarctica. So they do get some pretty cold days, even in, like right now, my daughter said that it was only like, they had to sleep in the living room. It was so cold last night that they had to have a fire in the fireplace, or have the heater on, and their heater is only in their living room, and it's just too much to try to heat the whole house, so they just all sleep in the living room. So it was even too cold to have just the space heater or the room heater. They bought I bought them a bigger heater that they actually, secured on a shelf in the living room. They can start fires as well. They have a nice fireplace that warms up, but it really only warms up the living room. talked to somebody in the building industry, and they said that New Zealand houses built, not modern, builds, built in the past, are notorious for being not properly insulated, not efficient, and then the heater in their house, they live in a rental, their heater in their house is actually one of the cheaper brands. It doesn't do much to heat the whole house. So it looks like a regular fireplace, but it does warm the house. It's the way it's designed, it does warm the living room very nicely, but it just doesn't warm the rest of the house very efficiently. And their kitchen is on the opposite side of the house, so the kitchen stays pretty cold. All right, I'm just kind of bouncing around here. Anyway, I think this looks really nice, this color, and I think it will really add to the festivity look. And I'm sure it's going to take me a while with these really light layers and going over it more than I'm accustomed to, but I've really started to enjoy this instead of just anticipating the finished product. I'm enjoying the actual process of the feel of the pencils, and how nice it is to just lose yourself in the coloring instead of anticipating what it's going to look like when it's done. I don't know if that makes sense. They're both still mindful and enjoyable, but I haven't really explored this aspect of it, of really enjoying putting the pencil to the paper and using real light layers and seeing it build up, and that's a lot different than what I'm used to. So I think it's fun. I mean, I've never been a heavy colorist, and I've blended and stuff, but this is just a new technique that I learned by following Belinda, and I realized I do have a nice light touch. I'm not heavy-handed. I don't believe I am. I can even hold the pencil right up here and put very light layers. And it's probably because it's my left hand that I don't, I have no idea. I'm definitely, lighter handed, and can get these light layers with, and I have a lot of control because I hold it so close up to the pencil, to the end. But I certainly have just a very light touch. I'm barely touching the paper here, and I like that. So I'm learning to love the process instead of the actual finished product. I mean, I'm still anticipating how nice it's going to look, but I don't feel like I need to rush to get there. I don't know how to explain it. I never was in a rush. I would take my time. I'm just taking a different amount of time. I'm thinking about it differently than I had, and I'm sure a lot of you will understand what I mean. Oh, those aren't even, the dark isn't even down. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. This is like a 2-hour video, and that's the longest I've made yet. And I sure had a lot of fun. I really like how my jingle bell turned out. It looks very shiny, and well, I guess it's not like really shiny, but it's a nice shine, and I'm hoping I'll get the same technique with the key. And I'm really happy with my choice for the bright red for the fireplace, and then I'll do the green and rust colors or brownish colors for the nuts down here. I still haven't decided about the rug, and I'm still debating what I'm gonna do there. So think I'll have a green bottle. I think that'll look nice to tie in some green. And I'm excited. And then coloring the mushrooms. So I'm looking to really take my time with this and have some fun. And it's sure been great having you guys with me. And I hope to do this again soon. And leave me any comments, anything that you have a question on, or anything you would like to further discuss that I talked about in the video. The people that I talked about, the products that I showed, please leave some comments. I sure appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Stay sexy, everyone. Bye.